The way you embrace your flaws makes you the most beautiful person I know. Every time I see your imperfections, I fall deeper in love with the person you are, inside and out. Your flaws aren't something to hide. They're the things that make you utterly irresistible to me. Those little quirks and imperfections of yours are exactly why I wouldn't want anyone else. Your flaws are not burdens, but treasures that I hold dear in my heart. It's in your flaws where I find the deepest parts of you, and it's where I find myself falling more in love with you. You are perfect to me, not because of your perfection, but because of the way your flaws make you unique. Your flaws don't make you any less perfect. They make you exactly what I've been searching for. There is a beauty in your flaws that the world could never understand, but I do, and that's why I love you. You are the most beautiful version of yourself when you embrace your flaws, something I admire deeply. In your imperfections, I see the love and strength that the world cannot always appreciate. What others may see as weaknesses, I see as the precious parts of you that I treasure above all else. I cherish your flaws because they are the pieces that make you, you, the person I can't live without. Your imperfections are part of what makes you a perfect fit for my heart. It's the little imperfections in you that make my love for you feel so whole. The things you believe make you flawed are what make you feel more real to me than anyone else ever could. I don't see flaws in you. I see a person who is beautifully human and worth loving more every day. Your flaws are the soft spots in my heart, the places I protect and hold dear. Those little things about you that you think are flaws are what I find endearing, charming, and completely irresistible. You're perfect to me in the way you've accepted your flaws, and I admire you for that. I love that you're not afraid to show your flaws. It's what makes me love you more each day. Your flaws are not obstacles. They're the details that add depth to the love I have for you. In a world obsessed with perfection, your flaws are the things I find most beautiful. I love the way you embrace your imperfections. It's one of the reasons I love you the way I do. Flaws are not the things that make you less. They're the things that make me love you more. In your flaws, I see the courage to be yourself, and that's the most beautiful thing of all. Your flaws don't scare me. They bring me closer to you because they are the very things that make you mine. What others see as flaws are the things that bring us closer together, making our love stronger and more authentic. It's the imperfections in you that make our connection feel more real, more tangible, and more lasting. Your flaws are part of what makes you human, and that's the most wonderful thing I could ever ask for. Your imperfections don't define you, they refine you, and that's why I love you even more. When I look at you, I don't just see flaws, I see the love and the beauty that's uniquely yours. Your flaws are simply the moments I cherish the most because they remind me that you are perfectly imperfect. You are the most perfect person to me, and your flaws are just the little things that make me adore you more. Your flaws are not something I wish you could change. They're exactly what makes me never want to let go. It's your flaws that make you beautifully human, and that's why I treasure every part of you. Flaws aren't obstacles to love. They are the foundation of a connection that runs deeper than perfection. In your imperfections, I find my heart's home, where everything feels right, just as it is. You don't need to be perfect for me. The real you, with all your flaws, is exactly who I've always wanted. I treasure you for all the things you consider flaws, because they are what make you so real and relatable. Your flaws don't make you any less special to me. They're just the thing I love more deeply about you. The flaws that you see are the things I see as beautiful pieces of the story that is our love. I love the way your flaws make you feel like a part of me, perfectly imperfect and endlessly adored. It's in the small imperfections where I find the most truth, and the truth is, I love you more than words can express. Your flaws aren't mistakes. They are simply the unique qualities that make you everything I've ever wanted. When I look at your flaws, I don't see them as imperfections. I see them as the very things that make you irreplaceable. In every flaw, I see beauty. In every imperfection, I see the person I love more than anyone else in the world. Your flaws aren't obstacles to my love. They are the things that make our love more real and enduring. It's not the perfect version of you I love, but the real, unfiltered version with all your beautiful flaws. In a world full of perfection, it is your imperfection that makes you so perfectly mine. The flaws you carry are the reasons I adore you more deeply than anyone else could ever understand. What others might see as imperfections are the very things that make you uniquely beautiful in my eyes. It's not your perfection that holds me captive. It's your rawness, your vulnerability, and those flaws that make you real. When the world judges you for your flaws, I see them as the unique traits that make you replaceable to me. Every flaw you have, every imperfect part of you, is exactly why I love you more with each passing day. Your flaws don't make you weaker, they make you more human, and that's why I treasure you so deeply. What makes you flawed in the eyes of others is what I find endlessly beautiful. The imperfections everyone else criticizes are the things that make me fall in love with you all over again. My love for you isn't based on the parts that the world celebrates, but on the parts that only I get to see. It's not about being perfect. It's about being perfect for me in all your imperfections. Flaws are not failures. They are the pieces that fit perfectly into the puzzle of our love. Every imperfection of yours is a piece of art in the masterpiece that is our love story. In a sea of perfection, your flaws are the most beautiful waves I've ever known. To the world, your flaws might be imperfections, but to me, they are the greatest treasures. You are my perfect imperfection, and I wouldn't change a thing about you. What others can't handle about you is what I cherish most about you. Your flaws aren't something to fix. They're what make you the perfect one for me. What you might call flaws, I call the moments that make me fall more in love with you every day. It's in your imperfections where I find the most beauty, and it's why I love you endlessly. I don't want a flawless version of you. I want the real you, with all your beautiful, broken pieces. What the world calls flaws are just the reasons I treasure you even more than anyone else. Your imperfections are not mistakes. They are the parts of you that make me feel like the luckiest person alive. The things that others see as flaws are what I consider the beautiful qualities that make you irreplaceable. I could never love you more if you were perfect. I love you because of everything that makes you wonderfully imperfect. I see your flaws as the pieces of you that fit perfectly into the love we share. Flaws are the unspoken love letters that remind me daily how lucky I am to be yours. In your flaws, I see the most tender beauty and the truest form of love. You're perfect to me because of all that you are, flaws and all. It's in the vulnerability of your flaws that I find my heart drawn to you. Your imperfections create the depth in our relationship that nothing else could ever compare to. I treasure you not despite your flaws, but because of them. They make you uniquely yours. Flaws are not something to hide, but something to embrace. They are the reasons I adore you more each day. What others see as imperfections, I see as the essence of your character, raw, real, and beautiful. In a perfect world, your flaws would still be the reasons I love you most. The love I feel for you isn't about your perfect parts. It's about everything that makes you imperfectly you. It's your flaws that make you real, and that's what makes you so unforgettable to me. When I look at you, I don't see flaws. I see the masterpiece that you are in all your imperfections. Flaws aren't a burden. They are the hidden treasures that make you so precious to me. In your flaws, I find a story worth loving and cherishing for a lifetime. It's in your imperfections where I find the depth of our connection. Your flaws are not mistakes. They are the things that I hold closest to my heart. Those little flaws you think make you less perfect are the very things that make you the one I can't live without. Every part of you, even the parts you consider flaws, is what makes you the person I adore so deeply. Your flaws are what make you human, and it's what makes me love you with all my heart. The imperfections I see in you are the things I cherish, the qualities that make me fall deeper in love with you. It's your flaws that make you stand out to me, and I wouldn't change a thing. Your flaws are the things I hold most dear because they make you uniquely and wonderfully you. The world may see flaws, but I see strength, love, and beauty in every imperfection. I love the parts of you that others overlook, the little things that make you who you are. Flaws are just the things that make you more beautiful to me. They give our love meaning. What you think are your flaws are the very things that make me love you even more deeply.